morning to the first Team C yarn dyeing studio vlog. I think that's what we're gonna call it. It's been a while. It's been a while since you've seen me on here, and there's a good reason for it. Because you might see that I'm in a different location. The last time that we filmed was very long ago. I don't even remember. I think it's almost been a year. A little less than a year since I've uploaded. I filmed 2 podcast episodes in the meantime and didn't upload either of them. I don't know why. I was like a little busy, and then I was like, it's been months since I filmed it one. Should I still upload it? And I eventually just didn't, even though people were saying yes, upload it. But here I am. I'm gonna take you along on a few days of work here in my studio, because yes, studio. I moved studios. Let's just wind back a little bit. So I started yarn dyeing in the summer of 2023. I got my first studio space in the summer of 2024, so a year-ish ago. And I'm in a new studio space already, and this is like an insane studio space. I'm so happy with this. My first studio space, which it was 20 square meters. This one is 120 square meters, so it's quite the upgrade. And I will just take you along here on a day, and I will show you around a bit on what it looks like in here. It's Wednesday right now, Wednesday the 4th of June? June, it's already June, it goes so damn quickly. I think it's like the 4th of June or something like that, I don't even know. This is the last week that I'm working on the Meet Me at the Picnic pre-order. So you can see here I have lovely yarn hanging here. I will show you the yarn roll in a sec, by the way. Okay, let me show you the wall. As you can see here, everything is still a little... Look, there we have Guusje. Guusje is still here. Everything is still a little bland. I moved into this studio in February? No, March? I think March. It's now June. It's been busy, so decorating has not been the first priority, but I have some ideas. But yeah, let me show you the yarn wall. It's so insane. It looked, well, bigger also in the other studio because the studio is smaller, but it's never been this full ever since I moved in here, so that's really fun. I want another one. These are like, you see, separate like panels. I want another one here. My dad has made these for me. He's now on holiday, but when he's back, this is going to be one of the orders that I'm going to put in with him. So yeah, you can see it here. This part is all picnic pre-order, so Meet Me Up at the Picnic was my last collection. Then I still have some campfire there. This is club colors from my fantasy book club. Okay, I have the tripod out, so it's a little hard to show you, but yeah, this is one of a kind. This is what the first color looked like. So if you know me, you know I love A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this is inspired by Valaris. This is the City of Starlight, and for January, February, and March I did Ekatar themed colors. So this is the, oh, there we go. I have the tripod on my hand. This is not the easiest way to do it. This is March, the High Lord of the Night Court, and this is Hello Favorite Darling. Really fun. Now we are in Fourth Wing. Go stand here? Yes, I can go stand here. Fourth Wing is for April, May, June. So we're in the last month of Fourth Wing. I have April and May, of course, which are done. And then for the next 3 months, shall I just say it already? I think I just say it here. I am quite 100% sure I'm gonna do the books that I have in mind. And keep in mind, so I have a monthly book club, or a monthly sock set club, actually, that's the best way to say it, which is inspired by my favorite fantasy books. And so, you know, Ekatar. I love Ekatar. Really love Ekatar. Fourth Wing, I really enjoyed mostly the first book. The others I also really enjoyed, but yeah, the first was just the best. I know what I'm gonna do for October, November, December. And now for these 3 months, which is July, August, September, yeah, July, August, September, I'm gonna go a little bit off script. So we have done like fantasy, but I've recently started reading certain books from a certain author, which are like slightly, they have something that just can't happen in real life, which in my head counts as fantasy or fiction, whatever. Some people will probably be like, this is not fantasy, but I don't care, it's my book club. We're gonna do what we want. I read The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston, I think is her name. Then I read, what is the other one again? A Novel Love Story. And I am now almost finished with The Dead Romantics? The Dead Romantics? I think it's The Dead Romantics, I'm not good with names. And these books, I love them so much. So this is gonna be our next book club month, like quarter 3. It's so insane to think it's already Q3 soon from this year. Insane. Okay, I am a yapper. I feel like I'm already gonna yap a lot, but this is gonna be like a 3-day vlog, which is the plan. Let me just tell you quickly what we're gonna do. Today I have orders to pack for the Meet Me at the Picnic collection pre-order. As I said, we are in the last week of pre-order. We are wrapping it up. I have a few last things to dye, which really annoying. Yesterday my yarn order should have came in, didn't happen. So today it comes in at around 3. I hope yesterday was the same time, but they were like, no, you're not home, so you couldn't deliver. And I'm like, I was home. I almost want to flip you guys off, sorry about that. But it's coming today. So I need that yarn to dye the last skeins. Now I'm hoping that it will dry in time. The weather was pretty warm yesterday, but it's getting very rainy now, so I'll probably have to be here on Saturday, but we'll see. So today is packing. The last dyeing, I have to do it today, otherwise it definitely isn't dry in time. Or maybe it will be. Maybe if I dry it tomorrow morning. I probably will be good with tomorrow morning too, but preferably today. So if it comes at 3, then I'm good. At 4, it's gonna be a little on the late side. I have 3 dye baths or 3 quantities for yarn in the soak right now, which is something that needs to happen too, but I wanted to do it all at the same time because it's quite a bit to set up everything. Yeah, I feel like this intro is already 10 minutes, but I just love chatting with you guys. I hope you're okay. Also, I'm doing really good. It's not that I was not feeling good that I wasn't on here. It was actually the opposite. It was really good. Team Yarn has kicked off like crazy, which shows with the studio here. And yeah, you'll see in this video the studio space a bit. I'll just show you around a little bit here and there. Let's just first pack orders. I'm just gonna set you up. Just gonna pack, like, do you want to like ASMR style, as in without music underneath? I'll probably put some music underneath. We're gonna pack some orders. No, I have to cut labels first. I'm gonna see you when I see you again, probably when I pack orders. So see you in a little bit. Guusje, kijk eens hier. Kijk eens hier. Hallo.
So I want to give you a look around, and this is very much real life, not perfect, not everything perfectly coordinated.
Hello. Okay, we're downstairs. The light is not great in here. If it looks like I cried, I did, because I cry over strangers on the internet and I saw the most beautiful proposal video ever. That's why. I'm gonna unpack because I'm so excited the yarn is here. We're gonna unpack and gonna fill up my yarn cart thing. I don't know. I'll show you the downstairs after, okay? When we have unpacked. Let's go. That was box number 1. Let's do box number 2. Okay, so this is downstairs. There's Guusje. Hey. And this was in my old studio too. The couch, you don't recognize it because you haven't seen the old studio. And this is downstairs. It is a workshop. It is not neat. It isn't really cute. It's just, it works, and that's what's most important. You just saw like the yarn storage here. I have like the tiniest cute thing here. This is to keep Guusje from running upstairs, which she likes to do. Here we have Guusje, her treasures from the walk today. And Guusje. As you can see, it's kind of her space here a lot too. But this is my dye station stuff here. I still have to wash all these pants. I finally got like a trolley to put them all on. It feels like finally, but I haven't talked to you yet on how yarn dyeing was in the other studio and everything, but I can tell you this is like a huge upgrade. Last studio I had to carry like water in those jugs that are on the stairs, and I had to put them on here to roll them to the kitchen there, fill them up, carry them. It was terrible for my back. And now I put this in myself, well not myself, I bought it myself, my dad put it in or installed it. The water there, that's the drainage. I don't have a faucet there, but I have my, it's not on, I have my hose here. Then the spin dryer. This is my water cooker. This is like a, what is it actually, 20 liters of water can go into here, and I can heat it to the temperature I want it to be. And then here is the dye table setup. It's not neat right now. It's really looking quite a little disgusting, but it's okay because, as I said, it's a workshop. It's not supposed to be neat. I don't mind it if it's not super neat. And the rest is now very full. Let me just show you what is what. So I'll put you on here for a sec. That's a little easier, a little less wobbly for you. Okay, we'll see. Upstairs, up there are mostly like a few single skeins, mini skeins mostly. And I had the back of Lovely Linen on there, which was like the last one I had. Then here we are. This is all my dye, all the gloves for the workshops, because I give yarn dyeing workshops now, which is really, really fun. Then we have up here, this is just random stuff, like up there. Here, there are my zip ties. I have them ordered or in order of usable for any color, dark color only, and pink. That's mostly because, I'll show you, the dye just gets stuck in them. And I really cannot use like the right one. I'm gonna put this one down. The right one there for white or anything like that. I have to clean them before I do. These are just cleaned. It's a lot. These are not really clean, but I can use for darker colors. And then I rotate it like this. This is a quite recent system that I have now. Then for the yarn, put you back down. There we go. Up here I have Heavenly Alpaca, Soothing Surrey, and I still have, oh, that's all Soothing Surrey actually, so Heavenly Alpaca, and these two are Soothing Surrey. Then down there is Mystical Mohair. This is a little bit left off Dreamy Alpaca DK, which was my limited edition yarn from Valentine's Stonewalls actually. Down there is Bouncy DK, then we just go to the right. Now we have here a Lovely Linen, you can really see the color very obviously there. Next to it is a 50/50 silk merino base. I haven't had this one before. It is going to be a limited edition for the summer, and I just ordered it. It's a DK weight. It's really fun. Then there we have Sock DK, or DK Sock. I always forget how I name it. DK Sock or Sock DK. I use that for the clubs, but I am thinking about putting it into like the rotation, because it is a really nice DK weight yarn compared to Bouncy DK is really fluffy, bouncy. This one is a little bit more sleek, which I think could be nice also for like summer things and stuff like that. Then down here is a little bit more of that sock DK, so that is this. Here we have Flowy Fingering and a Soulful Sock, which is for sure one of the bases I go through the quickest. That's why I ordered 9 bags of them, and also why I ordered 9 bags of Flowy Fingering, and for the rest I think I ordered like 5, 6. This is about 4,000 euro worth of yarn, as in to buy, not even to what it is worth when you sell it. So yeah, things have changed definitely since we last spoke. Okay, I thought I'd put you quickly up here. I was actually rewatching my day in the life of a yarn dye video. Oh my god, my face is looking, I've been plucking on the skin, and don't do that. Don't be like me. Makes me a little distracted. I was rewatching that video, and that was when I literally just started dyeing yarn, which was, I probably was like a month or 3 into dyeing yarn at that moment, at that time. Very, very new to it. And I think I said, oh, I just had a big yarn order, which was probably like a box of yarn. And now this was 48 kilograms of yarn that I ordered, which I do probably every month and a half right now. So that's kind of crazy. Every, well, month and a half to 2 months for sure. So yeah, you can count kind of like how much yarn goes through here now. It is so insane. I think it was really good for me to watch that video back to see how much has changed, because sometimes I can forget. I kind of gaslight myself and like, yeah, like things are not going that quick. And then I remember like, oh no, things are actually going that quick. So that is really cool to watch back. It could be fun to like do a react on that video if that's something that you find interesting, to see how many things have changed since then till now. Of course, it's like an insane change going from dyeing on the stove with 1 pan at a time to dyeing in a studio space where I have 4 heating pits, or how do you say that? Stovetops here, which is kind of the max that my electricity wants to handle. I can put like 5 or 6, but it's not great. So I do it with 4, but I can easily have like, what is it? 12 to 16 maybe. Let's see, you can put 5 here, 10. So 14 to 16 pans like prepping at the same time, which is very different from only doing 1 pan at a time. So it's been changing really quickly right now. As in, I dyed 1 pan at a time, then I went to the studio, I still dyed 1 pan at a time. Then I dyed 2 pans at a time because I got another heating thingy. I did that for a long time like that, and then I was able to prep like one more pen on this because I had one of these tables. That's all I had there, one pen then, and now I'm going to this, and it's changing so quickly. So it's kind of crazy. I think it's good for me to start doing YouTube videos again, so I can document a little bit for myself too, for like future, and also to see for myself like, yeah, you're on the right path. It's working. I can sometimes be a little hard for myself. If you didn't know yet, if you have been following me longer, you probably knew. And I think it's just fun to look back at. I think it could be fun for you to see too. So a little behind the scenes of what it is to be a yarn dyer, because I can for sure say now that I am a yarn dyer. I see myself mostly as I'm a business owner that dyes yarn. That's kind of the case. Okay, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go upstairs. I also said I'm gonna film like 3 days, but it might just be only today. It depends on how much footage I have. I think I will probably film tomorrow too, and then see how much footage I have, like what is interesting, and I'm just gonna make sure it's not gonna be too much. Good morning, it is now Thursday. Today we are dyeing the last skeins of the picnic collection. And I had a little bit of a stressful start of the day because I realized I need to dye more than I thought I had. When I do collections, I do pre-order collections for my yarn. So I make a collection, I make like 6-7 colors that go well together. Then people can order the quantities that they want and I dye them up for them. But I always like to make sure that when you order 3 or 4 skeins, for example, that they are from the same dye bath. And now dye them per 4. Not all of them, some I dye per 3, but most I dye per 4. And I just realized I have a few that I don't have the same dye bath of. So I have like 4 skeins, but I have like 3 different dye baths. So that doesn't work. Well, it could. Like the difference is not that big, but I just want, you know, this is something that I say that I do, so it needs to be done. So I have probably like 6 pans more to dye, which is a little bit more than I expected to dye today. So it's gonna be a bit of a busy dye day. So I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna, it's annoying. I have to wash all the pans first. So I have to wash all the pans first. I have to wash some of the cups, the measuring cups, and then we can finally start dyeing. I always do this to myself. It's like always like a little bit on the last minute. For this collection I had a 6 to 8 week pre-order time, processing time, which is the processing time I often have. However, I'm doing more and more and more, but I'm able to dye a little quicker right now. But still I'm like, ooh, last few days I have to get it done. We also always have like things come up in between, like Guusje got sick last week, so it took quite a few days out of my week. So it's a little bit stressful right now, not too stressful, but I really need to like get going today. So I'm gonna set you up a little bit when I just do some things around and we'll chat here and there, but I don't have a lot of time to talk, so we're gonna see how much I film today. Let's get going. Okay, I counted, I have 14 pens to dye, which is normally doable, but they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors, which makes it a little bit difficult. But we're gonna get some dye and I'm gonna get mixing the dye. Okay, that looks a little rough. If you're wondering what this is, if you're like completely new to yarn dyeing or have no idea how it works and everything, I work with dye powders, and in the dye powders, they are not good to breathe in. So I'm wearing a mask. I do think I have to switch out my filters soon, but they still look pretty good, but I think they're still good. Maybe I have to switch soon. I also tie it a little strange because I really want to have it snug on my face because I dye so much yarn so often. Oh my god, I can't get it back on. Can I get it back on? Yes. So I really just want to protect my health because if I don't, I'm gonna have a not so fun future. This looks really rough though. It's a little tight. I probably should just get another mask. If I put it on like this, I have air going out there, and if I tie it, I don't. But yeah, this is what you're left with. Okay, it is now, how late is it? 12:30. So it took me half an hour to mix all of these. Yeah, half an hour probably. Which I think is fine because there are a lot of them. A lot of different dyes, a lot of different recipes, a lot of different quantities and everything. So I'm thinking I'm gonna just put some things on the stove now. Probably my mix colors, so I can have lunch while those are setting. And then the solid colors I will do when I'm like there, because I have to turn them quite often. And that just makes them really nice and even. If I don't, it could be that they're a little less even. So yeah, let's just dye raspberry jam first, patchwork, cheesecake al pistachio, and limestone. And then for the rest I only have solids to do, or like tonals. A little more work to do. Okay, ooh, this angle is a little hard. As you can see, I've been dyeing quite a bit. I have patchwork black and 3 pans of wildflower, but I do these at the same time because these are a little bit more work to set up and to speckle, and it's nice to do them like in sequence of each other. 4 pans are done, 4 pans are on the stove, almost done, and then these 3 and then 3 more, and that's it. So I put my audiobook on. If you can see, I put my headphones on. I'm listening to Pines by Blake Crow, if that's how you say it. I finished the Dead Romantics yesterday, but I actually posted them. Oh, they're so beautiful. So beautiful. But I now switched to a completely different genre because I just listened to Recursion by Blake Crow. I think that's how you say it. And oh, it was so good. It's from the same author as the author that wrote the book Dark Matter, and that they also made a series from. And this one apparently also has a series, so I'm excited about seeing that after I finish the books. There are 3 books in the series, so we have to see if I like it enough. But let's dye patchwork and the other wildflower then, and then the dyeing is done and it needs to cool. It's so funny, by the way, I rewatched my day in the life of yarn dyer video, as I said yesterday, and there are so many things that I say in there that I do so differently now. And also, like, it's not that I said things that weren't true, but it's like I learned so much since then. So for example, I said, yeah, those full pans take a half a day to cool off. It doesn't really take half a day anymore. I take some water out of them, and then it's just maybe an hour or and a half, maybe 2, just like really hot. I also don't put my pans that high anymore. It's not necessary. There are so many things I do different now. So that was quite funny to see. I was like, oh my god, why did I say this? Or some things like that. But you know, that's part of the progress, part of the difference between 2 years ago and now. Because it's been about almost 2 years. I think a year, let's say a year and 3/4 since I filmed that video, I think. So yeah. Let's dye, let's listen to our audiobook, and I'll take you along a little bit as we have been doing so far.
Well, there you go. It's basically the...
let's go in the video. Okay, let me give you a little tour of what the yarn washing setup is right now. We got like one of the things filled with soap, one of them without, even though it's looking quite dirty right now because that's, I wash it like once with soap, once without, and then it goes into spit. Oh my god, okay, wacht even. Kun je helpen, kun je helpen?
Oh. Waar ligt die? Ja,
ik heb trouwens handschoenen, maar ik zal eventjes.
Ja, ik heb
Okay, that didn't really go as planned. So let me show you again. I also got new, like fresh water and soap in here. So water, soap, water without soap. Then my spin cycle. It's hard to film like this. Just a really simple one. It just spins. I put like 3 batches of yarn in here and it gets up most of the water, but you have to empty this one on time. It looks like it's still very wet, but it just sucks, the ground sucks of the water. Also, Manon, if you're watching, yes, I took it out too late. Then here we got like the whole cart with all the yarn that needs to be washed. And then right here we have a little drying setup. It's for sure way too small for what I have right now, as in for the amount that I dye. And I really need to get some more, but I always forget that I need to get other drying racks or other drying situation. It works for now, but it could be better. It could definitely be bigger because this is gonna probably barely fit. So yeah, and that's kind of how it works, and then it needs a day or two to dry. It is a little like moist in here, but not too bad. So I have noticed that lately it's like a day-ish is enough, or a day and a half, day or two, but nothing more than that, luckily. So yeah, so let's wash the rest. I have a bit more here. I have some wildflower here, and I also have something else in there that's makeup that I can't show you. So I'm just gonna finish it up, and I probably will see you tomorrow again. So I'm gonna close it up for today. See you tomorrow. Hello everyone, I had to do a really quick outro for this video because, as you see, I'm saying see you tomorrow or something along those lines, but you can see that the video is finished. So we're actually closing off the video here for today, and a part 2 of this video will be coming soon, where I will be packing all of the orders, all the picnic collection. It's already been actually a few weeks since when I'm filming this right now compared to when I filmed that video. Editing takes a long time. If you don't know anything about editing or the behind the scenes of YouTube videos, it takes a long time. It can take a long time. And I've also been very, very busy with working on the new collection. So that's really fun. So yeah, for today, this is it. I'm gonna see you soon again with the rest of this video. We're gonna close it off for right now. So if you like this video and you enjoyed it, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because you will then not miss the second video, and in general there are really fun videos here that you can still watch. So I'm gonna see you soon. Bye!